My name is Dr. Alex Carter, and I am a cosmetic surgeon. My clinic is located in the heart of the city, on a busy street filled with shops, cafes, and people rushing to their destinations. It's not the fanciest place you'll ever see, but it's clean, welcoming, and designed to make my patients feel comfortable. Every day, I meet people who come to me for different reasons. Some want to look younger, others hope to boost their confidence, and a few simply wish to feel more like themselves. What I do isn't just about surgery, it's about helping people transform not only their appearance but also their outlook on life. I wake up early every morning, around 6 a.m., and begin my day with a cup of coffee while reviewing my schedule. Some days are packed with consultations, where I listen carefully to what my patients hope to achieve. Other days involve surgeries that require precision, focus, and hours of concentration. No matter how busy things get, I remind myself that each person who walks through my door has a unique story, and it's my job to understand and support them. One Monday morning, a young woman named Sarah came into my clinic. She looked nervous, clutching her bag tightly as she sat down in the waiting area. When I invited her into my office, she hesitated before speaking. I don't know if this is silly, she began, but I've always hated my nose. It's been something I've thought about for years, and now I finally decided to do something about it. It's not silly at all, I reassured her. Feeling confident in your appearance is important. Let's talk about what you'd like to change. We spent nearly an hour discussing her goals, looking at photos, and talking about the procedure. By the end of our conversation, Sarah seemed more relaxed. Over the following months, we worked together, and when she returned for her final checkup, she looked radiant. "Thank you, Dr. Carter," she said, smiling brightly. "I feel like myself again." Moments like these remind me why I chose this profession. Cosmetic surgery isn't just about making someone look different, it's about helping them feel better, inside and out. Another memorable patient was an older gentleman named Mr. Thompson. He came to the clinic one afternoon, accompanied by his daughter. "Dad thinks he's too old for this," she joked, but I told him it's never too late to take care of yourself. Mr. Thompson chuckled. "Well, I figured I might as well try to look good for my grandkids," he admitted. After examining him, I suggested a facelift to reduce sagging skin and smooth out wrinkles. The surgery went smoothly, and when Mr. Thompson saw his reflection for the first time, his eyes lit up. "Wow," he said softly. "I didn't realize how much I needed this." "Thank you." Not every case is straightforward, though. Sometimes, patients come in with unrealistic expectations or deep insecurities that no amount of surgery can fix. In those situations, I take extra time to explain what's possible and encourage them to think carefully about their decision. One such patient was Emily, a college student who wanted multiple procedures done at once. She showed me pictures of celebrities and asked if I could make her look like them. "I understand you admire these people," I said gently, "but everyone is unique. Instead of trying to look like someone else, let's focus on enhancing your natural features." At first, she seemed disappointed, but after several conversations, she agreed to start with a minor treatment. Over time, she grew more confident in her own skin, and eventually, she thanked me for guiding her in the right direction. Of course, being a cosmetic surgeon isn't without its challenges. There are long hours, stressful decisions, and moments when I question whether I'm doing enough. But then someone like Sarah, Mr. Thompson, or Emily reminds me of the impact I can have on their lives. Whether it's giving someone the courage to face the world or helping them rediscover their self-worth, every interaction matters. Beyond the surgeries, I love teaching patients how to care for themselves after procedures. I often share tips about skincare, diet, and lifestyle changes that can enhance their results naturally. For example, Mrs. Patel, a middle-aged woman recovering from eyelid surgery, asked me how she could maintain her refreshed look. Hydration and sleep are key, I advised. And don't forget sunscreen. She nodded enthusiastically and promised to follow my advice. Sometimes, I reflect on how I ended up here. When I was younger, I dreamed of becoming a doctor, but I wasn't sure which field to pursue. During medical school, I became fascinated by the artistry involved in reconstructive surgery, how delicate incisions and precise techniques could restore function and beauty. That fascination led me to specialize in cosmetic surgery, where I found my true calling. Now, years later, I still wake up excited to go to work. Every patient brings a new challenge, a new opportunity to learn, and a chance to make a difference. Some may see cosmetic surgery as superficial, but to me, it's deeply meaningful. Because when someone leaves my clinic feeling happier and more confident, I know I've done something worthwhile. At the end of each day, I sit in my office, reviewing notes and planning for tomorrow. As I look out the window at the bustling city below, I think about the lives I've touched. A young woman who learned to embrace her reflection, an elderly man who felt youthful again, or a college student who discovered her own beauty, these moments define my purpose. Farming isn't just a job, it's a way of living in harmony with nature and contributing to the world in a meaningful way. And as long as I'm here, I'll do everything I can to protect it and pass it on to the next generation. Being a farmer may not seem glamorous to some, but to me, it's the most fulfilling job in the world. Because every seed I plant, every animal I care for, and every meal that comes from my labor reminds me that I'm part of something bigger, a cycle of life that connects us all. Every surgery, every consultation, every smile, I wouldn't trade this life for anything else. Because in helping others find confidence and joy, I've found mine too.